If you could build one portfolio with 4 different ETFs producing about $5,000 per month, would you do it? Now, a couple weeks ago, I sat down with Michael Brownstein from My Retirement Trading, and he broke down his 4 Horsemen portfolio. Now, today we're going to be talking about the 4 Horsemen portfolio. We're going to be talking about the ETFs, the strategy, the yields, and we're even going to be seeing how much money you need in order to have $5,000 per month. All right, are you guys ready? Let's get to it. Let's dive in.
This video is purely educational content. It should not be considered personal finance advice. I'm not a licensed financial advisor, and I don't know your financial situation, risk tolerance, or even investment goals. Past performance doesn't guarantee future results, and always do your own research and consider consulting with a qualified financial professional before making any investment. All right, let's get on to the video.
Hey guys, my name is Steve and I run the Frugal Expat website where we try to help people to save more and invest better. And today we're talking about the 4 Horsemen portfolio, the one created by Michael Brownstein from My Retirement Trading. So we're going to be talking about, we're going to be going down deep. Let's get to it. Now, if you haven't seen that live stream from a couple weeks ago, I'm going to leave it in a link in my description and you guys can see what me and Michael Brownstein were talking about. But in today's video, we're going to be breaking down that 4 Horsemen portfolio. We're going to be using 4 different ETFs, and those ETFs are QQQI, GPIQ, OVL, and TDAQ. And these 4 ETFs make up that 4 Horsemen portfolio. Now, I know what you're thinking when you are looking at this portfolio to start off with. It's a lot of NASDAQ 100, but we're going to be showing you guys how these numbers work and the strategies, and we're going to see if you can make something similar. All right, let's get down to it and let's show you guys these 4 different ETFs. Our first ETF is going to be GPIQ, which is the Goldman Sachs NASDAQ 100 Core Premium Income ETF. Now, this ETF is a little bit different. So it tracks the NASDAQ 100, which is good. It's got a pretty good yield of about 9.30%. And this ETF's got an expense ratio of 0.29%, meaning it costs $29 for every $10,000 invested. This ETF has been around since about 2023, and it's getting some pretty good premium, some pretty good price return, and total return. This strategy of the ETF is it's going to sell anywhere between 25 to 75% of the portfolio using a dynamic strategy. So what it's going to do is going to sell more when everything's already at the top. It's going to sell less when there's a huge momentum going on within the stocks. And so you're going to have some good upside and not as much capped upside. So that's good news for you if you're looking for some good growth and some good income. Now, the distribution yield is sitting at that 9.1 to 9.3% for the last trailing 12 months. It's got a total return of 18.40% and a price return 11.59%. So this is a pretty good one if you're looking for total return. And those total return, price return numbers are for year to date. And so that's good news if you're looking for some growth and income. Our next ETF is going to be QQQI, which is the NEO's NASDAQ 100 High Income ETF. Now, this ETF is one of the granddaddies of them all. It started in January 2024. It's got a little bit over 12 billion in assets under management. It's got a yield of around 14%. Right now, it says it's 14.11%. And the cool thing is, with this ETF, you're getting some great tax efficiency, great company, good yield, and it tracks the NASDAQ 100. So it's going to be tracking the NASDAQ 100. It's going to sell some covered calls on the NDX, creating some 1256 contracts, which means it's going to be broken down in 60% long-term capital gains, 40% short-term capital gains. It's going to have a return of capital, or ROC, of around 98 to 99%, maybe even a little bit higher depending on the month. And so you're getting good tax efficiency. You're getting a pretty good yield of about 14%. And you're getting a good strategy within this ETF. Now, total return for year to date sitting at a 13.07%, while the price return sitting at 4.61%. According to the time of this recording. Could be higher, could be lower, just depending on how the market is doing. Now, this has got one of the highest yields on this list, but it's also got one of the smallest price and total returns. And that's something to think about. Are you looking for more growth, or are you looking for more income? This has got some pretty good income, and so that's a good news, and it's a very established fund. So this could be a great one to add to your portfolio. I actually own it in my portfolio. And so I really like it, and this is a great one to be a part of that 4 Horsemen. Hey guys, if you really like this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And one place I really enjoy looking up and researching different ETFs is stockanalysis.com. Stockanalysis.com is a great way where you can compare different ETFs, see kind of the portfolios, see also the price return and total returns as well. So if you want to check it out, there is a link in my pinned comments and in my description, and you can also use the promo code TFE to get you some discounts on it. So sign up, take a look, see what you are missing, and let me know in the comments. All right, let's get back to the video. Our next ETF is TDAQ, which is the Tap Alpha Growth and Innovation Daily Income ETF. Now, this ETF is the newest on the list. It came out in September 2025. What it does, it uses 0 DTE on the index and on the assets under management. So 0 DTE is 0 days to expiration. So it's using QQQM, and it's selling some covered calls on top of that in order to create some income, and it's using daily things. Now with this ETF, it's got an expense ratio of 0.83%, so that's a management fee of 0.68%, and expense ratio for QQQM at 0.15%. Now it's much higher on the list, so it's gonna cost you about $83 for every $10,000 invested, but it comes with a pretty good distribution yield. Now the distribution is sitting at 16.98%, which is pretty good and the highest on this list. The total return is sitting at 17.96%, and the price return is sitting at 7.54% for year to date. Now those are some pretty good numbers. Now, if it wasn't for the expense ratio, I mean, this would be one of the best on the list. I mean, it's got great price return, very good total return, very good yield, and it's a different strategy based upon the other ones. So this one does 0 DTE, QQQI does cover calls on the index, and GPIQ does it dynamic. And so we have 3 different ones that are giving you some great income, great price returns, great total returns, and so it's a great way to be a part of your portfolio. Now I know what you're thinking, these are a lot of NASDAQ 100 ETFs. What about the S&P 500? What about some other ones? Well, that's where we come up to our 4th ETF, and that ETF is OVO. OVO is the Overlay Shares Large Cap Equity ETF. Now this ETF came out in 2019 from Liquid Strategies right here, and OVL, when it does, it holds 100% of its portfolio in VOO, and then they're going to sell some put credit spreads on the SPX. So what they're doing is they're using a put instead of a covered call, and so they're going to sell that put, buy a put at a lower strike price, and create a credit from it, and then they're going to distribute that out to its investors for OVL. And so in the past, OVL was paying out quarterly, and that quarterly payment was around 5.5%. Now, since they're doing monthly, it's about 10.27% or 10.2%, depending on when you look at the website and what the distribution rate is, but it's around 10%. And so that's good news for you. Now, the year-to-date total return is 12.02%, and the price return is 6.34%. So it's going to be matching basically the S&P 500, but a little bit more because it's going to have some of that extra income going into it. Now, historically, OVL has beaten the S&P 500, and so that's great news. It has had one drawdown, a little bit lower than S&P 500. S&P 500 went down about 18% in 2022, and OVL went down about 22%. And so those are some little bit differences, but in the overall picture, OVL, it's got a lot of growth, uncapped upside, and it's also got some distribution yield around 10%. So it's got a better yield than GPIQ. It's got some pretty good growth in it, and it may not have the best total return, but it also tracks the S&P 500. So if Liquid Strategies came out with an OVQ, that would be a great portion of a NASDAQ 100 ETF. And so this one gives you a little bit more diversification, gives you a different strategy, and it also gives you some yield and uncapped upside. Now with OVL, you also have an expense ratio of 0.79%, meaning it costs $79 for every $10,000 invested. But that's besides the point because it's giving you some pretty good strategy. Now, if it lowers it in the future, that would be great. But right now, it's probably second highest on the list. Now, these ETFs are pretty good if you're looking for some yield. I mean, we have about 9 to 10% for GPIQ. QQQI is doing about 14%. OVL is doing about 10%. And TDAQ is doing that 16 to 17%. So there's some pretty good yields right there. They have some good total returns. They have some good price returns. And so these could be a great kind of core to creating your own income portfolio. Now, if we were to combine these yields together, the blended yield would be about 12.63%. And Michael Brownstein said he's got around $60,000 in his entire income portfolio, but we're going to make it a little bit simple just using this 4 Horsemen portfolio to get us that $5,000 per month. Now, if you needed $60,000 out of this portfolio, getting about that 12.63% yield, you're going to need about $475,000 invested into these 4 in order to get that $5,000 per month. And that could be easily split up into about $118,750 per ETF, with TDAQ giving us about $20,164, GPIQ giving us $10,843, QQQI giving us $16,756, and OVL giving us $12,219. And that's around $60,000 if you add it all up. It's around $59,982 per year. So not so bad. Now, of course, if you don't have almost $500,000 to invest right now, you can start off small, maybe with $50,000. And that will give us approximately about $526 per month. $100,000 give us about $1,053 per month. $250 gives us about $2,631 per month. And at $750,000, you're doing about $7,894 per month. And so those are some great numbers. So if you're looking for a great portfolio, looking for an interesting portfolio, something that add maybe not just a whole bunch of ETFs, but maybe a concentrated the 4 Horsemen portfolio could be a great portfolio for you. Let me know in the comments. Are you using any of these ETFs? Do you have a good core that you have a lot of your money into, or are you spread out amongst like 7 or 8 different ETFs? I am trying to break down a couple people's portfolios and bring light to that. Not everybody's strategy is the same, and there are some great, interesting strategies out there. Michael Brownstein from My Retirement Trading has done a great job, and he's close to retirement just because he invests in these 4 ETFs, and he has some satellites out there to kind of diversify as well. And so you guys can start your own 4 Horsemen portfolio as well. Let me know in the comments which are your favorite and if you are investing in any of these 4. And if you really want to check out some cool portfolio, I made my own right up here. Check it out, and I'll see you in our next video.